I know that if you play Ranked Resurgence, there's one thing that you cannot stand, and that is playing solo queue and playing with randoms. And the number one reason why is because it always feels like they're selling you up the river, that you honestly can never get anything going because they're always making mistakes. But that's why I decided to come up with the series Ranked Exposed. And in this series, we take a look at Scythe, our Diamond 3 player, who is playing with 2 randoms from our Discord to see if maybe the people that are complaining about the randoms, maybe they're the problem. And so we're playing as a team, having our player Trixx, who is a Platinum 2 player, and also playing with our Gold 1 player Transporter. So we have a very wide spectrum of ranks on this team. We have a Gold 1, we have a Plat 2, and we have a Diamond 3 all playing together. And right off rip here, we have our teammate, I think it's Transporter, who grabbed the most wanted, running around. So we definitely know that there are people here as well too. Yep, right on top of him right here. I was going to say, they're looking for him right now, trying to, oh no, it's Trixx, my mistake. They're trying to get a hold of Trixx to try and get that most wanted. For those of you that don't know, and you absolutely should, if you're someone who's grabbing most wanted, you should know this, that if you have most wanted on you, you basically have an advanced UAV on your head. Everyone knows where you are. Got Precision on top of us. We gotta play a little bit safe here. Hopefully we don't get hit by this. Got one guy running away. Good shots from Scythe. Able to get the live ping on them, and they're also chasing him down right now. And one of the things we're gonna be noticing a lot, or hopefully you guys are gonna be noticing a lot, is the difference in pace between our players. We have some much more aggression coming out of Scythe and a little bit less aggression coming out of our 2 lower ranked players, which is to be expected. Of course, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, a little bit of movement coming through by Scythe, just repositioning. Coming back down. Doesn't have Mountaineer. You hate to see it, I was gonna say. You gotta pull your shoot on that one unless you have Mountaineer. I don't think they realize that happens, so he's gonna be able to get away here. Gotta throw on a plate. Get some quickly. Yeah, I was gonna say overall, the overall pacing, and you're gonna notice how much our Diamond player is gonna be moving around the map, more so than our Plat and our Gold players. So right now we have about $27,000, so we should be coming out as we're getting run up on as I say this. Oh, not like this, the auto mantle. It's gonna say, we should be trying to get loadout. We wanna try to avoid as many of these ground loot fights as we possibly can. We get our loadout so that we can go and hunt teams with guns that are going to basically guarantee us the win if the other teams are playing slow and they don't have their loadout yet. So we're waiting right now. Waiting for Trixx, waiting for everybody to drop their money. Gonna get a loadout, gonna toss that down quickly, pick up our money. We should be looking for a UAV as well. Got a self-revive, also gonna get a beauty. We're gonna buy basically everything here. Okay. So right here, awkward spot, I suppose. But it kind of is what it is. We got our loadout and we're gonna be on the move. We're gonna be trying to min-max our smokes and our syntexes as well. We should also know, we should be aware of the fact that yes, we are on UAV because we have a red outline on the outside of our map. And right now, Scythe is coming to our team saying, okay, we're going to try and push over here. And we're going to try, it was looking towards Spire, but I think he's going to try and pull away from that. But now we have Transporter and Trixx getting into the mix a little bit. So let's see if we're going to get some support over the top or if they're going to just back away. It looks like they're turning their back. Somebody's in the water and they're getting fixated on this. I will say one thing for sure, guys. If you are a lower ranked player, if you are someone who is Platinum, Gold, or even in the Silvers, it is absolutely bait to chase somebody onto the beach. People who want to swim are going to swim. You guys let them escape. If it is what it is, like you're not going to get VSR, don't get fixated on looking over the edge of the mountain or off the edge of the cliffs and trying to get these kills when these guys are more than happy to waste your time because they are playing for placement and they don't want the smoke. So instead right here, what Scythe should be doing is saying, hey guys, we're not going to do this. This is a waste of time. Unless, of course, yeah, I was going to say, this is not a good choice right here. Unless, of course, you can actually get this kill, but it's just so difficult from that distance. They can go underwater. And also for those of you that don't know, the further you go underwater, the less damage you take from bullets. There's actually bullet slowdown when you shoot into water. So eventually your bullets won't even reach the enemy, even if you're actually shooting on target. Unfortunately, falling off the wall here. We have a player in front of us here. Also somebody underneath it sounds like they're pushing up. So he's trying to push away here. Should be saying to the team, we got to get out of here. Got highlighter from behind. Transporter kind of getting left in the dust here, but thankfully able to get a smoke down just to cover his back. To Transporter able to get into the Spire. Still getting looked at from where we just came from, that bridge. So here, I'm going to shoot this down, try and get it down a little bit quicker. We're getting looked at from a bunch of different directions, and right now I'm not feeling comfortable. Guys, top church, we're about to get collapsed on right now as well too. Maybe you could use the buy station as a heady versus pushing in. This team's going to try and push us, and this is what I'm afraid of. Now that we have a team that's a little bit less confident having a gold and a platinum on our team, we might start clamming up here a little bit and just sitting top Spire because we don't want to die. I will say it's totally fun as a strategy for survival, but if you're someone who's trying to actually rank up in this game, you absolutely want to try and practice being a little bit more mobile. In this situation right here, we actually got some free beams. This might be 2 kills. We got 1 for sure. The other player, super wild. Also, we should not be taking these shots. We'll be sitting down, reloading, and not selling the bag as far as thinking that guy's going to instantly get up. If somebody self-revives, even if they hit the button immediately to start self-reviving, it's about 5.5 seconds before they actually get up. And even then, they don't have full health, full plates, and have their guns reloaded. So we take a second there, lay down, reload our Ram 7, and hit our shots. Okay, we got guys pushing up on us as well, so we got to either jump here or we got to fight inside. So we're in danger right here. Scythe making the executive decision to say, you know what, I'm just gonna go, bro. It's not for me. I'm gonna try and stay alive here. Free beams out of the air, no problem. Get the finish, try and get our timers down a little bit quicker. He might be getting sent from Spire, but I don't know if those guys want to smoke like that. I think they're still staying back there. We still are on UAV as well too. We have our entire team back as well. Scythe sitting on 7 kills. Actually not feeling too bad about himself right now. 7 kills, only negative 27 right now. Okay. Sitting top church, we definitely hear people around us as well too. So we're just going to be surveying a little bit. His team, as far as I'm concerned, they do want to get their loadout back. Tech crew kind of landing a little bit far away. If he runs into a team over by Keep, he's completely by himself. He is our Platinum 2 player as well, so if he feels confident in taking a 1v1, then by all means, like I said, you're trying to get practice. But that also being said, you want to make sure that if you're about to take a fight, whether you are a random player or not, you want to be paying attention to your bottom left and seeing if the rest of your team is shooting. If your team is shooting or taking damage, you really want to try and stay away from taking fights, especially if you are isolated by yourself. Because in the event that your team happens to lose an unrelated fight to you, then you take a fight on your own and you lose a 1v1, that can be the game just like that. So right there, we're going to peel away from that top Spire fight. We're looking for a UAV here, trying to get a little bit more information. And now we're back on the move. So we got a couple players out towards Winery, just rotating in towards Spire, Broken Spire here. So this is something I don't really like. We had Transporter and we had Tech Crew both facing the absolute other direction, not too close. So right now, Scythe is completely isolated, but that's like one of those things I had mentioned before. As the pace of the game continues, you're going to see that Scythe is going to be pulling away more and more, as of course the more experienced player. So it is to be expected, and it's of course totally fine. But right here, this is where, as the random players, and I will say, of course, we're in a higher skill lobby than some of these guys might be used to. As the random players, you want to try your absolute best to be aware of your minimap, and I wouldn't say necessarily follow your team blindly, but at least be aware of the situation that they are potentially in. If you see all kinds of guys around your team on the minimap, you want to either try and support them over the top, get close to them so you can actually help them, or say, hey, you got to get away from here, or I'm going to lay low, because if you die, inevitably, I don't want to have the game just end right here. Ultimately, now we're much more on the same page right now, and now hitting top 12 as well. Scythe sitting at -2. And we are all together here over at Broken Spire. We were looking towards Winery. We did get high alerted from something. It might have been in the air, not entirely sure. Yep, got high alerted again. But no one's shooting at us. And there's no gunfight in the street, so there's no potential for a third party. Whoever's over there is either flying in and trying to find a spot to land, or they're rotating as slow as possible from Winery. So I think, okay, there's our gunshots now. So someone's got into a fight. The guy running across the street right here. This would be moderately free beams that the rock is going to protect him. That guy's probably going to turn and look at us. So I wouldn't focus on him too much unless he decides to run. Okay. That guy's in a horrifically terrible spot. Okay. Getting PA on top of us. To push forwards here. So I like this aggression out of Scythe to not back off and jump in the other direction towards inner circle, but instead pushing up forward and saying, hey, you're going to take me off of my high ground, but guess what? I have some more. Great shots. This I also get another down here with another grenade. Gonna get another down in the gas. These guys are in absolute shambles. And I will say, this is the look at a more experienced player holding another team very effectively. He has a high alert behind him, tweaking a little bit here. No gas mask. Can't run into the gas. Thankfully for him, thankfully for Scythe, not the best shots out of the enemy, so able to escape. But like I was saying, once you get into the higher and higher skill lobbies, you have to anticipate or assume that players are going to try and hold you, and they're also not going to miss their shots. So as you saw, that team from Winery absolutely in shambles and got destroyed because they rotated late, or they didn't know how to get across the street, they didn't throw any smokes, and hopefully that's not you. If you are a random player on another person's team and you're doing things like that, then you could be the person that is in fact selling the bag. Great shots here. Unfortunately, I think that was Tech Crew who fell down, strafing down into the crack. He's going to have to make his way back up here, or at least get away from those guys, falling into a little bit of danger. I really hope he doesn't climb the wall right here. That'd be a very bad decision, climbing the wall and climbing the vines. So once again, team getting separated. This is a little bit of execution on Tech Crew's part. Make sure that he's not falling and getting separated by the team just on a missed jump or missing a grab on a wall or a building or a ladder. Resurgence is also disabled. You'll notice the positioning here substantially better from Scythe up top. Tech Crew finally making his way up here as well. Gonna have to force his way back down though, as he got shot from top spire. Somebody is zipping up. Okay, I was gonna say I didn't even see. Tech Crew actually zipping up. So this is kind of a dangerous zip on Tech's part. Doesn't really need to be up there right now because we don't have circle. We have people in front of us, and he just saw what happened to Scythe as well. Okay, here we are, top 8. So our gold 1 currently knocked out of our game right now. Has to get bought back if he's going to continue to play. Of course, in ranked, there are no flares. You can't flare your team back for free. You got to go buy them back. So we're going to see what happens here. Scythe trying to rotate wide while everybody is preoccupied fighting at Spire and at Church. I don't know if there's a buy station he can make it to. That other one is underground towards the edge of ground zero there. So he's not going to be able to get all the way down there and back up, especially also with only $500 and no gas mask. So the play is not going to be a thing. But right here, if Tech Crew was to try and get a buyback, he could try and buy him at the top of Spire because there is a portable buy up there. And it looks like he's trying to do just that. He's creeping his way over there. No. Okay. He's abandoned that idea. He's just pushing straight past. There's still a whole team up there as well, too. So maybe he went over there for a second to see. He heard them running around and said, you know what, this is not going to happen. So right now, I like Tech Crew's positioning. Having that little tower, if he is in fact in the tower, and as I was going to say, unable to actually escape, I think he did get a buyback, though. So this, I don't like this. I don't like this out of Transporter right here. Landing on top of Scythe right there is not the play because he just gave away his position. Thankfully for Scythe, he did not stay in that spot, because that would have been catastrophic, and you just saw what happened to Transporter. So if you're someone who's landing in very, very late game and you don't know where to go, I will say, since Resurgence is over, you absolutely do not want to give your team away by landing on them and then having them be put in a position where everyone is now looking at them. Okay, great shot. No, has to reload. This guy is terrible. You love to see it. What's he doing? Bronze 2. Incredible, truly incredible. He just met a demon, and I guarantee that Scythe is now getting reported for absolutely cheating. Yes, guys, he's playing on mouse and key. He is, in fact, cheating. So, unfortunate for that guy getting absolutely blown up. We're going to have a high... Oh, my goodness, not like this. Those shots were not too bad from the other team. And I will say, that guy specifically, not sure what he's doing in this lobby, because a bronze 2, even in a gold 1 lobby, is a travesty. Doesn't want to be there at all. But, let's see what we got. Okay, no buy back tech. Okay, we got money. Okay, there's the buyback. So right here, I'd be saying, land on the roof. Do not come to me. Please, land on the roof. If you don't know where to go, at least do this. Okay, gonna throw the nades down. I like those nades. Gonna break and gonna get it down. It's fantastic. He's gonna shoot into the smoke. For anyone who thought he was cheating right there, it's kind of obvious that they're on the bridge. He just threw 2 grenades and got it down. So he's gonna shoot blindly into the smoke and get the cleanup right there. Able to escape. We're now top 4. Okay. 9 players left altogether. Someone else just got bought back. There could be free beams right here. I'm not jumping down if I'm Scythe. I'm playing my position. I'm playing my height. Somebody landing in. Free beams. This should be easy money. Not, oh, he actually did get it. Like the last bullet. Okay. Right here. I'm going to let this circle close. There's no way in the world. I say this. There's no way in the world that circle pulls us off of Spire just based on where it is. It should not be pulling towards the beach here. It should be pulling the people on the beach into the Spire. So we're probably going to have a fight bottom Spire. Okay, someone else just got bought back. So right here, I'm thinking we got to get up to the roof at least because this person is definitely scared shitless and they're going to try and land on the roof so that they don't get killed instantly. Okay, the guys below us, Tech Crew. Is fighting, he's living, guy right behind us. This guy's gonna try and hit the roof, I think. Watching our right, okay, break away from line of sight. That guy should be scared, okay. So right here, this is not a bad spot. This guy could jump right by him. Let's see what happens. Smoke's down below. Good shots out of this guy. There was a platinum 2 in our lobby as well. And just like that, that is going to be the game. I think we ended up coming in 3rd. 15 kills out of Scythe as well. 4th place finish. With a platinum 2 and a gold 1. Nothing wrong with that. But like I had mentioned, guys, hopefully, if you learned something from this video and you enjoyed it, please be sure to subscribe. And once again, thanks for watching.